Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net on this Wednesday, December 24th. A lovely, beautiful Christmas Eve here. Before we get started, do we have any stations with emergency or priority traffic for the net? This is Victor Echo 1, Delta, Victor Bravo, and my name is Dan, Delta Alpha November. I will be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic time in the CQ Maritimes, room 60207. This net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube via Rob VE1RMJ's YouTube channel, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After Maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in. A reminder, due to a delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the push-to-talk button on for a second after your transmission is finished. Starting off, do we have any stations with announcements, general information, or club announcements for tonight's net? Let's go ahead and kick it off by calling in our short time and mobile stations. Any short time or mobile stations, please come now with your call sign.
Victor, Yankee 2, Golf, Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-ray.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Kilo.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, VE1 FOX.
Victor Echo Kilo. Were there any other short time or mobile stations trying to check in?
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, VE1 FOX.
Looking for short timers, VE1 GUI here.
And we got Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, and we got Victor Echo 1 Golf Uniform Yankee. We're going to go ahead and start off with George. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot. Good evening. Come on in.
Well, good evening, Dan, and everybody on the net, and thank you for doing the net. Well, it was a quiet day today, and I think tomorrow is going to be a quiet day, relatively speaking. Plan A is dinner with my siblings here on the farm. So I wish everybody all a very Merry Christmas and all the best for the season. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2GF, good evening to you, George. Sounds like you're having a lovely Christmas Eve. Hope you have a great time tomorrow with your family and your siblings on the farm, and we appreciate you checking into the net tonight, sir. VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE1DBB, 73. Next, checking on our list is Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-ray. Good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Dan. Merry Christmas, all. Just a quick note there that Santa Claus is going across your ham clock there, somewhere around South Africa, headed for Australia. So, Merry Christmas, all. 73 VE1 ABX.
VE1ADX, good evening to you, sir. Yep, Merry Christmas to you as well. Sounds like we're all getting geared up for the holiday day tomorrow, and Santa is definitely on his sleigh, heading around dropping those packages down chimneys. Hi, hi, hi. Appreciate your check-in, sir. You have a great evening. Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-Ray, VE1DVB 73. Next check-in on our list is Victor Echo 9 Golf Kilo. Good evening. Come on in. Got you on that go-around, Glenn. We heard you loud and clear on that one, and Merry Christmas to you as well, sir. Hope you have a good time in Halifax on the mobile, and hope you enjoy the holiday season. Victor Echo 9 Golf Kilo, VE1DVB 73. Next, we're going to go talk to Fox. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Good evening, Curtis. And
Hi, Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening to you, Dan. Good evening to all other operators on this evening. Gosh, is everybody sounding great there? That audio coming from all the states is just great to listen to. Well, let's see. Right now we're looking at -8 degrees out here, Dan. Dark for sure. It had the wind chill. I thought it did around 21 degrees with the wind chill. So, -21. So that's pretty nippy out there. So, anyways, that's about it from here of the 3 Mile Plains here in Hants County. So I'll give it back to you, Dan. Everybody, I hope everybody have a great Christmas coming up tomorrow, and hope Santa Claus treats them fair. So with that, back to you, Dan. Have a great evening. Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing that. It's always great to get on when we can. So Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Merry Christmas all, and back to you, Dan. 7-3.
VE1FOX, good evening to you, Curtis. Your cool evening going on there in 3 Mile Plains. Yeah, we're sitting at about -6 here just outside of Kentville in the Cambridge area. And got a few flakes of snow coming down, but nothing too serious going on right now. Hope you enjoy your holiday season. You have a good time tomorrow on Christmas Day with your loved ones, and we will be talking to you soon, sir. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray, VE1DVB 73. Next, checking on our list is Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Good evening. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo. This is Victor Echo 1 Golf Uniform Yankee. Name here is Joe. I'm calling here from Deep Sable Island. I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone has a good Christmas and a prosperous year coming up there. So Anywho, no, we got -4 degrees here tonight. It was -5 there this morning, and it did get down to, at one little point, to a +0 and +1. But it didn't stay there very long, so we got a wind chill here of -9, -10, just showed 10 now, so it's getting chillier on the wind chill. But anyway, I guess it's that time of the year. We got to look forward to it, so plenty more moons or though. We've got a few more days left in this season, so I guess we'll have to settle in and get settled out. So see you later. V1GY going clear.
V1GY, good evening to you. Sounds like you're having a nice, relaxing evening there on a Christmas Eve. A little bit warmer than we are here in the Cambridge area, but still is the Atlantic Canadian weather. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate you having been to the pot, and hope you have a great Christmas with your loved ones. VE1GY, VE1DVB 73. Do we have any more short-time or mobile stations before we move on to the provincial check-ins? We'll make one more call for short-time or mobile stations. Please come now. Alrighty then, moving right along here on the list, we're going to start with my home island and call in any stations from Prince Edward Island. Any stations from Prince Edward Island for wishing to check in, please do come now with your call sign. Any stations from PEI, any stations from the island of Prince Edward wishing to check in, please do come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, moving right along, we're going to move on to New Brunswick stations. Any stations in New Brunswick wishing to check in, please come now with your call sign. Looking for check-ins from any station in New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations wishing to check into the Wednesday night Fusion Net, please do come now with your call sign, New Brunswick stations.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, good evening, Gary, come on in.
VE9 DVB Net Control, VE9 AI. Good evening, one and all on frequency. Just had a big crowd in here for supper, and they've all gone home. So we're just sitting back and resting here now, waiting for the big day, I guess. So anyway, weather's a bit cool. It's about a -7 here, but no snow or anything around, so that's good, I guess, in a way. So anyway, everybody have a great week. I guess nothing new or exciting from here. So back to net control, VE9 AI.
VE9AI, good evening to you. Sounds like you had a lovely evening having dinner with family. It was a nice quiet evening here with my better half, just the two of us for dinner, but we got the big family dinner going on the big day tomorrow. Hope you enjoy your Christmas day with your family and your loved ones, and we're happy to hear from you checking into the net tonight. 73 VE9AI, VE1DVB. Any other stations from New Brunswick wishing to check in? Any other New Brunswick stations? Please come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, we'll move right along in the schedule here, and we'll move down to Nova Scotia stations. Any station from Nova Scotia wishing to check into the Friday or the Wednesday night Fusion Net, please do come now with your call sign, Nova Scotia station.
Victor Echo 1, Bravo Tango Charlie Portable.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu Bravo.
I got Victor Echo 1 Bravo Tango Charlie Portable, and I got Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo. Were there any other stations trying to check in from Nova Scotia? Please come now. Alrighty then, let's go up to Durham and talk to His Eminence the Mayor. Victor Echo 1, bring the coffee. Good evening, Brendan. Come on in.
The ABV and the Maritime Fusion Net V1BTC Portable. Well, very good there, Dan. Appreciate the check-in, sir, and yeah, we're just home here now. We were down at Nanny and Grampy's earlier and had some finger foods, and now we're back home here and we're eating, we were eating candy canes earlier. And heading over to Dad's tomorrow for Christmas dinner. I was going to say Thanksgiving, but wrong season. Anyway, sir, you have yourself a good one. And say hello to the better half. Not talking to you. V1VB, V1BT7, and Merry Christmas to you all down there.
V1BTC, good evening to you, Brendan. Sounds like you had a lovely afternoon going on with some family there, and sounds like you're going to have a nice day having dinner over at Dad's place. We're heading over to Elaine's brother's place tomorrow for the whole family for Christmas dinner. They're making a turkey and a ham, so probably enough food that I might not be able to move too far. I'll bring a radio with me and shove it in my front pocket in case I'm too full to move and I need to call a tow truck for myself. Hi. Appreciate your check-in, sir. You have a great evening. You have a Merry Christmas, and we'll be talking to you soon. Victor Echo 1 Bravo Tango Charlie, VE1DVB 73. Next check-in, we're going to call in Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening. Go ahead.
VE1DVB, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Dan, and good evening to the King of Coffee, the Pictou County King of Coffee. Hi. Anyways, just wanted to drop by and wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and thanks for doing the net. 73 V1 Zulu Bravo.
Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening to you, sir. Lovely to hear you checking in with us tonight. Yeah, Brendan definitely takes the cake for the Pictou County King of Coffee. When I'm in Pictou County myself, I usually try and bring him one just for Christmas because he beat no one like a top. Though I did hear in the news, or not in the news, I did check the winning lottery numbers today, and apparently someone in Pictou won the 100,000 on the tag last night, and realized I forgot to buy my lottery ticket last night, so that definitely wasn't me. Appreciate you checking in, sir. Appreciate you adding the bean to the pot, and hope you have yourself a Merry Christmas with your family and loved ones. Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo, V1DVB 73. Any other stations from Nova Scotia wishing to check in? Any other Nova Scotia stations? Please come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, we'll go ahead and open this up to any stations from outside the Maritimes. If you can hear my voice on these Fusion nodes, repeaters, hotspot hubs, or any other method of communication and have yourself a ham call sign, any station from outside the Maritimes, please come now with your call sign.
Whiskey 2, Uniform Whiskey Jeff in Nebraska.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA 6FP.
I got Whiskey 2, Uniform Whiskey Kilo, and I got Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa. Were there any other stations outside the Maritimes trying to check in? Please come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, Whiskey 2, Uniform Whiskey Kilo. Good evening from Nebraska. Come on in, please.
Victor Echo 1 TV, this is W2 UWK Dan. Thanks for calling me in. Smaller net tonight as I expected on Christmas Eve. Just wanted to wish everybody Merry Christmas, and not to brag or anything, but we're going to have highs between 10 and 12 and not go below 0 for the next week down here in Nebraska. The weather's crazy. Sometimes we have a deep freeze and 3 feet of snow by Christmas, and sometimes the grass is still a little bit green like it is this year. W2 UWK, back to net, Dan.
Whiskey 2, Uniform Whiskey Kilo. Good evening to you, sir. Yeah, that does make me a little jealous here in those temperatures. We're at about -6 here where I am in Cambridge, and at home in Pictou County, that's about -6 up by my house too. But suppose we can be happy for a white Christmas. There is a little bit of snow on the ground in Pictou at the moment, but that +12 does sound pretty appetizing. 10 check-ins so far, so it'll probably be a slower net tonight. Didn't know if people were going to be spending time with their family or if they were going to use the radio as an excuse to get away from them for a little bit. Hi, hi, hi. Appreciate you checking in, sir. Hope you have yourself a great evening and a Merry Christmas. Whiskey 2, Uniform Whiskey Kilo. This is Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo, 73. Next, we're going to call in Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa. Good evening. Come on in.
VE1 DVB for the Maritime Fusion Net, VA 6FP. Well, good evening to you, Dan. Good evening to everyone on the net this evening. Well, to make you feel a little bit better, you've got balmy temperatures where you are compared to what it is like here out in east central Alberta. Current air temperature, -19 degrees Celsius, -27 with the wind chill. And it is snowing. We're expecting somewhere between 10 and 15 centimeters to the 10 that's already on the ground. So no doubt about it, we're going to have a white Christmas. I guess it'll give Santa Claus a good landing pad. Hopefully he can find my back alley to put that sleigh down and bring us some goodies. Other than that, no other traffic from Alberta. We're wishing everyone in the Maritimes a really great Christmas, and hope everybody gets some real nice toys, if at all possible. hopefully looking forward to talking to everyone again next Wednesday during net time. 7-3 all around from VA6FB.
VA6FP, good evening to you, sir. Yeah, you can definitely keep that kind of cold temperature, minus 19 air temperature with a minus 27 wind chill. I would not look forward to that, but we'll probably end up seeing that pretty soon. The one thing we say about have a good time with your friends and loved ones, and we appreciate you checking into the net tonight. Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VE1DVB 73. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes wishing to check in tonight's Wednesday night Fusion Net, please come now with your call sign. Any stations outside the Maritimes. Alrighty then, we got 10 check-ins so far, and we're going to start with our second round of check-ins here on the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. I'm sure there's a few people full of food and full of family affairs and want to sit down and pick up the radio for a moment, so we're going to go ahead and start with our second round, and we're going to call in stations from Prince Edward Island. Any stations from Prince Edward Island wishing to check in, please come now with your call sign. Any stations from PEI wishing to check into tonight's Wednesday Night Fusion Network, any stations from Prince Edward Island, please come now with your call sign. Let's go ahead and move on to the second round for New Brunswick. Any stations from New Brunswick wishing to check into tonight's Wednesday Night Fusion Net, any stations from New Brunswick, please come now with your call sign. Any stations from NB wishing to check in tonight, any New Brunswick stations, please come now.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Sierra Sierra, VE1 DSS.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Sierra Sierra, good evening to you, Craig. Come on in.
Thanks for doing that. Thanks for calling me in, Dan. Have a cool one here in Antigonish County, -7, plus wind chill, very damp feeling. But it's that time of the season. We do have a couple inches of white stuff on the ground, so it will be a white Christmas for us here. I don't think it's like that throughout a lot of the province, but we did have some fairly severe snow squalls yesterday afternoon that brought some snow down. And we're just waiting for Santa Claus, like everybody else in the world. So I hope you and your family have a wonderful holiday season for sure, and we will be chatting soon. 7-3 from Antigonish County, VE1 DSS.
VE1 DSS, good evening to you, sir. Yep, we did get a little bit of snow up on the hill outside of Westville in Pictou County yesterday before I left for the valley here. Although I logged in my cameras yesterday afternoon and didn't get any more, so we just got a little bit of a dusting up on the hill and not too much more. Just enough to be on the ground for the white Christmas. Appreciate you checking in, sir. Appreciate you having the bean to the pot, and I hope you have a great evening and a Merry Christmas. VE1 DSS, VE1 DVB, 73. Next, we're going to call in stations from Nova Scotia. Any station from Nova Scotia wishing to check in, this is the second round for Nova Scotia. Please come now with your call sign. Any stations from Nova Scotia wishing to check in tonight's Wednesday Night Fusion Net, any stations from Nova Scotia, please come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Any stations inside or outside the Maritimes, any stations anywhere that can hear my voice across these airwaves and would like to check in with your fellow amateur radio operators, please come now with your call sign.
Victor Echo 9, Echo Sierra.
Victor Echo 9, Echo Sierra, good evening, come on in.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for calling me in. I had meant to be up for the first round and stuff, and had actually fallen asleep. Woke up and said, I bet they're still on. Anyway, not much, nothing to report. We did have a bit of dusting. I don't know, I didn't look, but I saw some snowflakes starting here in Riverview, New Brunswick, earlier this evening when I was picking up an order. But nothing significant yet, but we're supposed to get some more tomorrow. Maybe not much, 5 centimeters or something. So a little bit of a possible white for Christmas. Unlike my relatives in Alberta, they're saying it's significant snow and cold out there. I shouldn't laugh, but I do. Anyway, just a bean for the pot. Thanks for bringing me in. Happy holidays to everybody. 78 or 73s and 88s as appropriate. And back over to you. VE1 DBV, VE9ES.
VE9ES, good evening to you, sir. Appreciate you logging into the net tonight and adding another name to the list. Yeah, I've fallen asleep during more than one net in my life and woken up to catch the tail end of it more than once as well. Sounds like you're having a nice Christmas with the dust and snow down there. White Christmas is always a happy one, and we appreciate you checking in tonight, sir. Victor, Echo 9, X Sierra, VE1 DDB, 73. We're going to go ahead and make a last call here on the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. Any stations from anywhere. If you can hear my voice across these digital airwaves and you'd like to check in with us, please do come now with your call sign. Any other stations wishing to check into the Wednesday Night Fusion Net, this is the last call for check-ins. Last call for check-ins. Any stations from anywhere, please come now with your call sign. Alrighty then, I think that will bring it to a nice close this evening for the Christmas Eve edition of the Wednesday Fusion Net. We had 12 check-ins tonight. I'd like to thank all amateurs for checking in tonight. I'd also like to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hands to check in. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to Moncton and Area Amateur Radio Club website at www.maarc.ca. That is whiskey, 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 Mike, Alpha, Alpha, Romeo, Charlie, Charlie, Alpha, and click on the Club Activities /Nets section. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime's room is open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo, signing off. Good night, all. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll be talking to you soon. 73 VE1 DVB.